Young people were shot at a park in Prince George's County, Maryland. Good evening, everyone. I'm Un Yang.
I'm Jim Hadley. We have just learned hundreds of kids were crowded into that park for a senior skip day event when that shooting unfolded. News 4's Walter Morris is live for us now at Schramm Hills Park in Greenbelt. Walter, police just wrapped up that news conference. What have you learned?
Well, that's right. They finished up moments ago, visibly upset, some calling this a tragedy, senseless, and completely unnecessary. As you mentioned, this all started with an unsanctioned senior skip day event here, and it ended with gunfire, 5 teenagers injured and taken to the hospital. Now, let's go to video. Take a look at this. You can just get the size and scope of this investigation. Now, Chopper 4 flying over Schramm Hills Park moments after those shots were fired. Several water guns and super soakers seen from the air. Now, police say this started around 2:30 this afternoon. About 500 to 600 teens arriving at the park for that senior skip day event. Police say officers were actually coming to the area to help control traffic when those shots were fired. They say about 8 to 10 shots were fired in the park, and as you can imagine, chaos following, hundreds of teens taking off and police calling for an active shooter response. Now, let's go to this next video. Take a look at this. This was a view from the ground, police blocking off the entrance of the park while they began piecing all of this together. Now, we're told they found 5 male victims, their ages 16 to 18 years old, suffering from gunshot wounds. At last update, 4 of those victims are stable and 1 in critical condition. Now, police say they believe the shooter took off with everyone else who fled the area. They say about 20 officers were responding when this all went down, and now they're looking for evidence to help find the shooter.
Let me say that this is a horrible, tragic, senseless act that happened today. There's absolutely no reason that this occurred. It is senseless. It is chronic in our society, and we have to do something to stop it. These were kids on senior skip day who are looking to have a good time in a local park. And to have something like this occur is just, it's maddening, honestly.
And there you can hear it from police calling this maddening. Now, last update, they say it is still too early on in this investigation to try and pinpoint a motive, and still no word on a shooter description. That's why they're now turning to some of those students who were here. They're asking them to come forward so they can get some of that information. Reporting live in Greenbelt, Walter Morris, News 4.
Man, we back with another crazy story out of Maryland, the city of Greenbelt, about 5 teens being shot on senior skip day. This another crazy situation because this happens all over the United States. Senior skip day, and they said they had 500 to 600 students packed in a little small park. That's crazy. And 9 times out of 10, all them kids wasn't seniors. You have kids that's sophomores, juniors, some freshmen that skip too. I was a sophomore and I skipped on senior skip day. So I already know how they get down. But this what happen when you got a lot of teens together. 500 to 600 kids. Come on now. Shots rang out. Good alibi. Whoever was shooting, they take off with everybody else like they was a victim too. But like I said, this liable to happen when you got a big crowd of kids. Come on now. Everybody want to talk about how society is and this a senseless crime and stuff is senseless. You don't see the patterns of what's going on? Every year it's starting to get worse. We have more teenagers, more kids throwing their life away or in the grave than anything. Some of these kids don't care. You know, and unfortunately, it was a lot of kids that was there that just want to have a good time on senior skip day. Some of them was freshmen, like I said. They ain't never been to senior skip day. They always heard about it. You know, so now they getting the time to go. So I'm just saying, who the hell was at school then? You got 500 to 600 kids. Who the hell was at the schoolhouse? You know what I'm saying? Like, seemed like everybody, you know, went to the park. So everybody wanted to enjoy it. Looked like, you know, most of the kids went to go have a good time. But, you know, most of the time, this how it turn out. When you got, you know, teens or you got a big crowd of people at one time, you know, this gonna happen. This liable to happen every time. So now I bet you most of the kids wish they'd have never went. They'd have went their ass to school. Especially the ones that got shot. You know, and they had a lot of them boys stressed out. Oh yeah, come on. It was one of y'all. They laughing and all that. They think it's a joke. You know, when you a teenager, young, 16, 17, you ain't never been to jail. You know, it's fun at first. You know, it's fun. Oh, you don't care about going to jail. It's nothing until you get in there and see what it's like. You know, and you in there with people ain't got nothing to lose. Finna go up that road facing a dub or a life sentence. And you in here on some love. Oh, we was at the park on senior skip day. You know, I got the shooting, whatever, so I got a charge. You know, whatever. That ain't nothing. You in there with real killers when you really go when you first go to jail. When you really go to jail, when you don't know what you about to get yourself into. You know, all over some foolishness. But like I said, man, this the days we in. We're in our last days. We're gonna continue to see these type of crimes. You can't have kids in a big crowd and expect everything to go smoothly. It's a blessing if it do. You know, that's real rare that you got a group of people, a whole bunch of hundreds of people in one spot location, and it don't be no BS. But this the days we in. You know, people just got to watch their kids and pick and choose on where you let them go. Don't just let them take off and go to different kind of events because you never know how it's going to turn out. That might be the last time you see your child or a family member. So, you know, and a lot of people be at the wrong place at the wrong time. 5 of these teens that got shot, couple of them weren't supposed to get shot. It probably was one, probably none of them that was supposed to. Because these kids, they ain't got good aim. And you talking about a crowd. That's the worst situation to be in a crowd of people and this gunfire start erupting. Come on now. But this the days we living in. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy story, man. We out and we going to give updates on this story to see what's going on. But like I said, they said all 5 teens is in stable condition. But they also said 1 was in critical. So 4 in stable condition and 1 in critical condition. But you already know this teen, somebody finna tell, somebody gonna get caught real quick. Because somebody seen it. You know, everybody didn't see it, but whoever was close, they seen what was going on, know what happened to it. So this gonna get broke down real quick. Because you, like I said, you got kids ain't never been to jail who, you know, when you looking at some real time, hopefully now one of these teens died, nothing or passed away, nothing bad happened to them. Hopefully everybody come out of this situation, you know, healthy, you know. But we want to send prayers to the ones that's in the hospital, the 5 teens. And as they keep on looking at evidence and seeing what's going on, you know, everything going to break down. But in this type of situation where so many people, oh yeah, they finna break this case real fast. Because somebody seen something and they finna tell. These all kids. Most of them ain't never been to jail. Ain't never even just seen it on TV. First 48 and all of that. So you already know in this type of situation, you know, they finna start singing like a bird. Oh yeah, it was Jonathan. Oh, it was Chris. You know, so, but like I said, man, this a sad situation, but unfortunately, this the days we in. And we're going to continue to see these type of crimes. You know, that's just where we at in this world right now in 2024. But we want to send prayers out to the 5 teens who got hit and hope for a fast recovery. I hope it don't get no worse than what it is. But if it do, whoever responsible for this, they life over with. You already know what time it is. their life is over with. So whoever did it or whoever was involved in this, they're going to make you out an example. Trust me. But let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. We out.